to me that you're going to read
Yeah,
them?
I'm going to read them to you.
Yes.
Wait, is that the word? Yes.
Yeah, and we are rolling. You ready? Awesome.
I'm Crystal Clark, a licensed cosmetologist celebrating 10 years as a professional hairstylist, and this is a look into the past decade. Growing up, I always thought that I would be a singer. I can remember at the age of 2 saying that, "Mommy, I want to sing." That's all I cared about. I was in the singing group. When I was in the 5th grade, I started to sing with my friends, and that's all I cared about was just singing and doing shows and doing little photo shoots with my friends, and that was huge for me. And I can remember for our photo shoots, I'd say, "Okay, girl, let me lay down your edges. Let's make sure we're cute and we gotta look good while we're on stage." I realized then that I was, kind of good at it, but my passion was being a singer. Like, I can't do anything else but sing. I can, do your hair for the shoot, girl, but let's get to the singing. I remember my mother telling me, "Crystal, you should really go to cosmetology school. Like, you're really good at it." And I'm like, "No, Mom, like, I'm going to be a singer, remember?" And she said, "No, I think you should take a look at, going to school. Just look at it." And I did. And that was one of the best decisions that I have ever made for myself.
Crystal creativity was, to me, I used to call her Punky Brewster. And Mr. T daughter, she would come with all these wild colors, put plaid and flowers and stripes. And I would say, "Crystal, where you going? Why you gotta add all these different colors?" Then the thing when we'd go somewhere, somebody would compliment her, and I was like, "Oh, brother, that's not helping." These big chain, like Mr. T, these necklaces and big jewelry she loved, flashy, big stuff, I could see it was part of who she is right now with all the colors and all the different design of jewelries and stuff what she likes. And now I could see that was part of the things that was in her that would be revealed to really make it. It's so beautiful right now. I'm so glad she was Punky Brewster and Mr. T daughter when she was growing up, but it was really, as a parent, it was just way off the chain to me. I was like, "Girl, please." But she's a beautiful girl. She know how to put things together.
I would say when she was about middle school, high school, she was in this singing group called Jaya. And she would do their hair, make sure that everyone looked good. She was the queen of making sure that everybody was on point, so everybody's hair was always laid and slayed. So when they performed on Sundays and on the road at their little show, did their music video, she made sure she was the go-to girl for everyone's hair.
I knew Crystal was gifted with her hands when she was a teenager, maybe about 2004, because she was also gifted with her voice. She started doing my hair. I was traveling and she was doing my hair, she was doing my makeup. So, and then from that, she just started doing a lot of other designing and things for parties and different things. So it was about 2004 when I noticed that Crystal was gifted with her hands.
In 2009, I remember doing a little research and saying, "Okay, let me look into this school thing." And that is when I came across Toni and Guy Hairdressing Academy. I went for an interview and I was so impressed. I knew the moment I walked through those doors that was my home. That was where I wanted to learn.
Hi, I'm Sarah Wynn. I do makeup in Los Angeles, and I had the absolute pleasure of meeting Crystal back in 2009 in Santa Monica at Toni and Guy. And during our time that we spent together, I remember we had a lot of fun. There was always a lot of laughing, a lot of creativity, a lot of inspiration. We were able to work together on some pretty cool projects, from photo shoots to the Martin Martin lookbook to LA Fashion Week, and I remember always feeling inspired by Crystal.
My name is Alicia, and I'm a hairstylist with Alicia Nicole Hair Design. I met Crystal in 2009 at Toni and Guy Hairdressing Academy, and it was a lovely, lovely experience. Being that She was maybe about 6 months ahead of me in the program. She definitely helped with mentorship and just trying to figure out the whole system of the school. Crystal was very hardworking as a student. She was very inspirational, and she also was very helpful. So just looking at her being, again, that I was a few months behind her, it just really motivated me. Like, look at her doing her thing. Look, she's moved on to the next phase. Oh, that's cute. And then being able to pick her brain and say, well, how did you do this or how did you do that? It was a really good experience. Not to mention, we were the very few African-American students at the Harris School, so we definitely had a great bond.
I graduated from Toni and Guy September of 2010, and I was on fire. I was so ready to start working, and I just knew I was going to take over the world, but I didn't know where I was going to work. And a friend of mine, she's a hairstylist, she was moving to Africa. And she's like, so I'm moving to Africa and I have all these clients. Do you want them? Like, who would say no, right? I'm like, heck yeah, girl, give me your clients. And that is where I started. I took over her booth, the salon where she was working.
My name is Brianna Rogers, and I am Crystal's business partner, best friend, co-owner, and chief financial officer of Crystallized Beauty Enterprises. Crystal and I have been best friends since 2009, a very long time, and I have watched her grow into the amazing, versatile, and professional stylist that she is today. I am proud to say I was Crystal's very first client. I was the one shooting with her in the gym, head under her mother's kitchen sink, getting my hair washed, before she ever decided to go to Toni and Guy Hairdressing Academy. I was her guinea pig. I was the girl whose head she shaved, whose hair she dyed and fried and created all of these different styles and looks for, and I'm proud to be her veteran client. That's a title that I proudly wear. In 2011, Crystal came to me and told me that she wanted to open a salon. And she was wise enough to know that she couldn't do it entirely by herself. Very much business savvy, but she knew that she needed some assistance with some of the actual business administration aspects of starting a business and opening a salon. And I was looking for an opportunity to rehone my skills and to really utilize my skill set for something that would matter. And I loved so much what she was doing, and I thought, who better than to re-enter the business world than my best friend?
I can remember my first wedding. It was in 2012. It was my best friend Joy. She was getting married, and of course I wanted to style her hair, but I didn't know. She was my first bride, so I didn't know what it was going to be like. It was the best experience ever. I realized after doing her wedding that this is what I want to do. Being a part of a bride's big day it's just so special to me. Like, it's kind of like when someone asks you to participate in like their special private VIP party or something. Like, knowing that you helped make their day special, knowing that you helped make them feel like the most beautiful bride on the planet, knowing that as she walks down the aisle, everyone is like, like that is priceless to me.
My name is Leslie Jones, and I'm the owner and lead planner of Leslie Marie Events, and also the co-owner of 1010 Wine and Events. My brides absolutely love working with Crystal because they know that it's an experience that is not just for the hour that she's doing their hair on their wedding day. Crystal consults with the brides beforehand, gives them suggestions on how they should wear their hair, how their hair will be able to last throughout the whole wedding day. And then on the day of the wedding, she's there, she's prompt, she's professional, and she makes my brides feel at ease. Crystal, I love Crystal as a stylist and also as my friend. She's just fun, she's innovative, she's always working on learning new styles, learning new techniques. So not only can she service brides, but also her clients as well. And in the age of Instagram and social media, it's important to have someone who is up to date on what's going on, up to date on what the trends are. Crystal does that. She stays educating herself, and that really benefits her brides and her clients.
So I met Crystal when I was still living in the Bay Area and did not have an LA hairstylist, but I was getting married in LA and desperately needed somebody to help me with all the things and all the events. And Crystal was a referral actually from my now husband. It was a pleasant surprise because I also felt like he was holding her for me because I didn't realize how great of a hairstylist she was until I started actually working with her. So I met Crystal, still living in the Bay. I needed an LA hairstylist. We were having our engagement shoot in early March of 2017. Within a week, I contacted Crystal. I had an appointment booked. Everything was last minute on my end, but she was amazing in being able to help accommodate me, plan things out. It was the second time I've ever had a weave, so didn't really know what that process was like. It was just a natural decision for me to ask her to do my wedding hair as well. One of the things that I remember on that day specifically is I came out of my room and Crystal and her assistants were all set up, ready to go, and there was just this overwhelming sense of calm. And it wasn't chaos, but it was just calm, and I just felt so much love and energy, and it felt so good going into my day, just walking out, just seeing everyone just prepared and ready to go.
Oh, wow. You know, I was so proud to be able to get Crystal as my stylist for my wedding. The experience was amazing. She came to Palm Springs for our wedding, and it was a small family wedding, but I felt like it was a big moment. She came in, she took care of everything. All I had to do was sit in a chair. She transformed me. I think I was the most beautiful bride. My hair was beautiful, and she did this beautiful upsweeping do, and it was romantic and dramatic, and she's just so professional. It was fabulous.
My name is Leah Diaz. I am the owner and operator of The Girl Cave LA, which is a beauty supply chain here in Southern California, and I'm also the newest cast member of Married to Medicine Los Angeles. When I was preparing for my wedding day, I had a lot going on. Obviously, as a bride, you have to think about photographers and hair and makeup, and I really wanted a very sultry and beautiful, I just wanted an over-the-top, just elegant look. And Crystal was the stylist that I knew I could go to achieve that. I had big flowy curls, and then she switched up my look for my reception, which really just gave a whole different look for my wedding. So I feel like I achieved both. And so Crystal was there with me throughout the day. She switched up my look for me. And when I look back at my pictures, I feel very good about how I looked on my wedding day.
On my wedding day, Crystal made me feel absolutely amazing. As her big sister, it was a real honor to have her do my hair. She's such a perfectionist. I just felt like a princess and a queen. Talk about your TT, baby. I felt gorgeous on my wedding day. I'm getting emotional because I just remember that day. It was beautiful. She made me feel beautiful.
Hi, my name is Leslie Antonoff, and I'm a multimedia personality, TV host of Butter and Brown, web series Let Leslie Tell It, and even more to come. So if I was to describe Crystal as my bridal stylist, I would say she made me feel like a goddess. I felt so pretty, especially because my wedding was really time-centric, so it leaned more like Great Gatsby, the Roaring 20s, and so she was able to provide me a hairstyle that made me feel like it was still modern, but gave a little bit of ode to that time. I never seen somebody whip up, updo like that, honey. It had a wave. It was gorgeous. I loved it.
Working with Crystal has been very easy, very smooth. When it comes to our styling techniques, we're very similar with how we style hair. Of course, we had the same training, but it's always been one of those things with Crystal is that if she brings me on to work with her or I bring her on to work, we both can trust each other's work, and that's important. She cares about the integrity of the hair. She cares about her professionalism. I've met a lot of hairstylists. I've worked with a lot of hairstylists. I've gone to school with tons of people, and you would think that people would call you or look out for you, and they don't. And consistently, Crystal has always looked out for me and said, hey, do you want to make some money? Let's go do this. Let's go do this gig. Let's go do this wedding. And ditto, just in knowing that if I call Crystal, I don't even have to be there, and I know Crystal is going to outdo herself every single time. And I've called Crystal like, hey, I have some weave hair for you. Can you dye this weave hair? Can you, you know, we give each other, we do each other favors like that. And that's somebody I can say who's just always had my back.
My first television gig was in 2015. A client of mine, Leslie Antonoff, was working on a show. It was a web series, actually, and they were moving to television. And so she says, hey, Chris, like, I've got this show that, you know, we've been doing as a web series, but now we're transitioning to television, and I'm gonna need a stylist, and you know I don't trust anybody with my hair. You know I'm not gonna let nobody else touch my hair. I need you to do it for me. I said, I got you.
It was awesome to have somebody on set there who not only knew me before the show, but was just there to keep me encouraged and also make sure that I looked great every time. I think one of the really big things, especially as a Black woman working in Hollywood, is to have somebody on set that makes you feel like yourself, but also knows how to make you feel the most beautiful. Because often, many Black women are not granted that opportunity. They kind of have to work with whatever hair and makeup is provided. And I've been blessed enough that I've had people to keep me looking my very best anytime I'm on screen.
So I can remember being on set, getting ready to go to set and feeling totally overwhelmed with the process. Crystal intervened not just as my stylist, but as somebody who was my support system going through this process. A lot of times I just needed an extra hand, an extra help, and she was always there for me in a way that was important. And so I remember multiple times while we were filming, I just wanted to quit. And she wouldn't let me. She sat there, she prayed with me, she made sure I looked fabulous while we prayed. And I got through the season. So when I got casted for Married to Medicine Los Angeles, I was totally overwhelmed. I knew I had to pick Crystal as my stylist. I needed someone who was going to have fun looks and be cutting edge and also be professional, and then be a support system. And especially here in LA, it's almost impossible to find a stylist that can encompass all three, and I got all of that in Crystal.
My name is Haley Andrews, and I am a celebrity makeup artist. I met Crystal in 2017. We were getting a client ready for a photo shoot, and the hair looked so good. Right then and there, like, I knew Crystal is someone who brings good energy anytime for a photo shoot, and ever since then, I can expect it every time.
My name is Brooke Brewer. I'm a singer, I'm an actress, and I'm an event producer. So no matter what kind of gig I have, whether I'm on camera or behind the scenes, Crystal always knows the hairstyle to get me through. Slick top buns for me that have been really beautiful on camera when I've done award shows and I'm just singing in the background. Or she's even created this wig for me that I'm wearing right now, which I've done festivals with. It's gotten me through for when I travel and different things like that. Like, she always knows what I need for whatever event that I'm getting ready for.
Hi, my name is Ryan Granados. I am a writer, educator, public speaker, live storyteller, and a mother of 5. I simply would not trust anyone else to do my hair. The quality of Crystal's product is a reflection of the quality of who Crystal is. As a stage performer, I often find myself coming to Crystal needing to be rebuilt from the ground up. I may have spent the night staying up with kids or grading papers of my students, and the very next day I'm going to be expected to stand on a stage and do live storytelling in front of 200 plus people. When Crystal does my hair, she's not just pouring her hair innovation into me, but I also feel like she's pouring the embodiment of her spirit, her kindness, her positive energy. I get up from that chair and suddenly I feel like I can't just speak in front of 200 people, I could speak in front of 200,000 people. On one particular performance, I remember being so stressed. I didn't feel myself, and I was practicing my lines in front of Crystal, and she was playing around with all sorts of styles on me, and while I knew that I looked the part, I still didn't exactly feel ready inside. I remember Crystal spinning me around in the chair, saying a prayer with me, but what I never expected was when I got out on that stage, Crystal was sitting on the front row of my live performance. It was as if Crystal was the only person in the audience, and that was exactly what I needed in that moment. I was looking at someone who was a fan of me, but more importantly, I was an unconditional fan of her.
Crystal is just a dynamic person. She has a presence when she walks into a room that she may not know that she's giving off, but she just has a presence that is calming and confident. And you just know that when she walks in the room, she's someone that you should know. So that's something that I've noticed about Crystal that she may have not noticed about herself.
My hair journey with Crystal began in 2013, and boy, has it been an adventure. She's seen me through a number of hairstyles, and I can say I appreciate the fact that she always sees my vision. Some people are not always as blessed. You know, you go to a stylist, you have a picture, you sit in the chair, and you hope, yes, I'm gonna leave here looking good, and then you leave here looking like, who done it and why? So I appreciate it. But I've gone from like hair damn near to my elbow, and now you see me rocking the baldy. And I appreciate it. And that's colors, that's styles. Crystal has been able to help me maintain that.
Growing up, I always went to the hair shop, but usually my hairdressers were older. They were someone that my mom was able to like have fun with and be friends with. And so I never really had that experience. It just felt like I'm going to the hairdresser, but I didn't have a connection with them. And Crystal was the first hairstylist that I got that experience. I was like, I get it. Like, I have what my mom had, I have what my grandmothers had, I have what my aunts had. She truly is. She's my hairstylist, but she's one of my really good friends.
I've also watched as Crystal has taken on different projects outside of doing hair. She's very creative when it comes to putting different venue events rather together. If I can kind of get a little spiritual with you, but there are 9 gifts that we have called the fruit of love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. And to me, Crystal is like a tree with all those fruits on it. And what I mean by that is it's a tree that people can pick from, and she can do this. If you want that from the tree, she's got that. If you want that from the tree, she's got that. And she's very intelligent.
Right now, I am currently focused on launching our online hair business. Our hair boutique will be so cute. You can go online. What do you need, girl? We've got bundles, we've got closures, we've got frontals, we've got wigs, we've got clipping pieces. I'm also currently working on another show, a new show that I'm really excited about, but it's top secret. And I think that television is my heart as well. I really enjoy it, and it's really fun for me. And I think that moving forward, I'll be booking a lot more shows. I think the past 10 years, I was in the salon behind the chair. So the next 10 years of my life, I'll really be focusing on slipping away from the salon behind the chair and kind of moving into television and film and working on a few other projects that I'm really passionate about, like starting a product line for healthy hair that promotes hair growth, and also some hair tools that I wish I had as a stylist working, and I know other stylists need these tools as well, because I mean, if I needed it, I know other stylists are like, dang, why didn't anybody invent this? And I've got like ideas galore. So those are the things that I want to work on in the next 10 years.
Hey, bestie.
Hey, girl.
I'm Brianna.
And I'm Crystal. And we are the besties behind the bundles. Okay.
That was incredible.
When I started doing Brianna's hair years ago, we knew we wanted to start this hairline. And the reason why I really wanted to start the hairline was because my clients were constantly, like, I do weaves all day, every day. That's what I was doing in the salon the most. And my clients would come in and say, hey, where can I get some hair? Why don't you just sell hair? That'll make it so much easier for me. I trust where you tell me to go. You might as well provide the hair for me. I didn't know where to begin. I didn't know where to start. I'm like, I do want to start selling hair, but I just didn't know. And I didn't want to put my name on something that was not top quality. Because I've done a gazillion weaves on her, and we've tried all types of bundles, I was determined to make sure we had the best hair out there. I don't want to just sell my clients something that they're going to hate.
The way we have so meticulously designed our website for an amazing user experience for anyone who peruses our site, the way we have searched for the perfect product line to present to the marketplace, just everything about what we've done. We could rush to get to market. We could rush and start trying to make money. We just knew like quality was something that we could not sacrifice, and no matter how long it took us to find it, no matter how long it took us to achieve that, that was something that we just weren't going to give up.
As a stylist, I have the knowledge, I have the experience with a lot of hair, and I can tell you what is going to be the best hair. I can determine which is going to be great and which is not.
And I think that's what makes our partnership and our team so dynamic is she's got the styling perspective, I've got the client perspective. We can look at our product line and our offering from every angle to make sure that every single woman that we sell hair to is going to be happy with the result.
We want to make sure that people repeatedly feel good and look good.
There you go.
So that's why we're bringing these quality bundles. And that's why we are the besties behind the bundles.
When I think of Crystal, I think of one of God's most beautiful creations. It's not just because she makes everyone else feel beautiful, but it's because you can tell that she's purposed to do what she does. It takes a lot to have a gift and also operate in that gift. My one wish for Crystal as she celebrates 10 years of beauty brand building is that everything she has poured into others is poured back to her 100-fold. There is nothing on this earth that Crystal should be doing other than continuing to shine her light on all the people that are fortunate to come in contact with her.
Crystal is she's so special. She's someone that has big dreams, and she's someone who actually can make those happen for herself. And in the years that I've gotten to know her, I am just so proud and impressed with her work ethic, her ability to see something through, and she's very passionate. That's one of the things that I love about her, and I just hope that she continues to take that passion and that confidence she's built and take her career to the next level, because I see Crystal doing so many great things, and she's not just a hairstylist. She has so much more to offer. She's a businesswoman. She's very savvy. She's ambitious. She's confident. She's beautiful, and she hides her hair from people, and I wish she would show her hair more, because the hairstyle she be coming up with and those wigs, let me tell you, she inspires me to want some wigs.
My wish and my prayer for her is that as we continue moving forward, that she truly knows who she is, and that she walks in the confidence of her gift, and that she truly allows God to continue using her in every arena, in every meeting, with every client, because she truly is a gift. Just her presence, her smile, her laugh, her encouraging word, they are all gifts to everyone who ever comes into contact with her. And I truly want her to continue walking in that and to not ever be swayed or influenced by any negativity that may try to cloud her own view of herself. I am so immensely proud to call you friend, to call you business partner. I think you are so immensely creatively brilliant. Your mind moves 1,000,000 miles a minute, as most creatives' minds do, and sometimes it's not always easy to track you, but that's my challenge and I'm up for it. It's my job to execute your every dream. We have our business meetings and she tells me, Bree, I really want to do this, and it's not for right now, and it's not something, I know we can't do it just yet, but I really want to do this, and can we just put this on the shelf? And I go, okay, Chris, let's figure out how to execute that, baby girl, because whatever is in your head needs to happen in reality. You're that brilliant, and I'm so excited to help bring to life everything that she has floating in that brilliant, amazing head of hers. I love you, best friend. There is no one else I would take this journey with, no one else I would trust my money with, my investment with, or my time with. And I'm so excited to see what's next. Cheers to 10 years.
You know when you go and get your hair done and you're like, man, I really need to go somewhere. I need to be seen. If I don't have anywhere to go, I'm gonna find somewhere to go. Going to the grocery store, I'm going to the gas station, I'm going to this convenience store, because you want to be seen, because you look that good. That's what it feels like getting out of Crystal's chair. Crystal Eyes.
Hey Crystal, I love you, and I am so proud of all that you have accomplished in the time that I have known you, and I can't wait to see what you have in store for the world next. You have been a blessing to my life as a stylist, but most importantly as a friend. What word could I say to sum up how you make me feel as my stylist would be secure. Every single time I've sat in your chair, You assured me that I was going to leave with the style I wanted, and I always did. And most importantly, I left with all of my hair still attached to my head. It's beautiful. It's relieving. Couldn't ask for anybody else like you.
One phrase or a word, I should say, that comes to my mind when I think of Crystal, when I leave her chair, is godsend. Crystal is a godsend.
Fabulous.
Phenomenal.
Confident. What I would give to be in your chair right now. Because you're so gifted. Happy 10-year boo.
Cheers to 10 years.
Cheers to 10 years. Love you.
Cheers to 10 years.
Cheers to 10 years.
Cheers to 10 years.
Cheers to 10 years. Cheers to 10 years. Cheers to 10 years. Cheers to 10 years.
I love seeing where your career has taken you. You are thriving, and I hope that you continue to thrive. Congratulations to 10 years. Risalo Mati.
But seriously, I want to be a bundle bestie, and cheers to 10 more years.
Cheers to 10 years.
I just want to say thank you to all of my clients who have stuck with me and supported me and believed in me and have pushed me. I've had clients say, I want you to open that salon. Here's some money. I've had someone say, I believe in you and what you're doing. Just on GP, let me write you a check. Let me bless you because I believe in you. And that just, I can't say thank you enough. I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful for every single one of my clients. They're not just clients to me. My clients have become my family. Even the people that I work with, other hairstylists and other makeup artists, like they're my family. And I'm so grateful to have your support. COVID came in and kind of changed our worlds, right? And I had a client tell me the other day, she waited 7 months because she would not let anyone else touch her hair. That just means so much to me. And I don't take it for granted. And I love you, and I'm so grateful for the past 10 years and for the next 10 years to come. I know God is moving and He's doing things in my life. And please stick with me, watch me, encourage me, pray for me. I'm always praying for you guys. Thank you for loving me, and I love you. Cheers to 10 years.